moment that Tom came with a lot of questions to me, and he had a lot of questions. So that was good.
I not only had a lot of questions, I got a lot of answers. And then I kept thinking of more questions as we went along. I really didn't know what Tennille did day in and day out, and so I didn't really know what to expect. And I got to tell you, when I left, I was really, really impressed by all she does.
Well, the benefit that I found from job shadowing, and I want to thank you, Sanjoy, for giving me this opportunity to be able to sit within Student Central. The benefit I found was that it gave me an eye-opener of exactly what you do every day. I had the impression that you guys just pick up phones and you pick up with students, and then I see these students waiting for you, so you're actually dealing with appointments, walk-ins, being able to pick up phones and being available on the phone, which you are also monitored on. I was impressed with the patience that you had with the students, because just listening to you deal with one, I was like, well, just give them a straight answer and let them move on. But you went way beyond your job, and you went back to your manager to see how you could accommodate the student, then you went back to DEM, and then you were able to get a straight answer. And I think at the end, for that one particular student that I witnessed, I think you did a great job in accommodating her, and she actually did register for class. So,
I did my job normally. Tassim was able to see a portion of the work as it comes in. So she was able to actually see the hands-on experience of being in Student Central. Except what I did was, after each activity, whether it's a phone call or a student, I explained to her what I did, what system I use, and what I would need to do prior to assist the student. So if it's something I couldn't do at the time, I will have to either put the student on hold or work, as Tassim said earlier, to my supervisor. So she got a hands-on experience in what we do on a day-to-day basis. Nothing was planned that day.
Sometimes we have to understand each other's roles so that we know that we can't judge how much work gets done within the day.
If I were to shadow someone, it's good. There's a few departments that I'd be interested in shadowing. I think career services, because we, student support advisor, Student Central, career services plays a part when you're working with a student and you say, have you visited them? But to be honest, I don't have the opportunity to go into that department and sit down and talk to one of the advisors. So that would be one of the jobs that I would like to shadow. Maybe shadowing at another location, because we all do, Student Central, we do student support advising, but I think I've only been to Rego Park like twice.
Yeah.
So maybe going over to Rego Park and seeing what they go through on a day-to-day basis might be a good idea.
And you may just be able to learn something, different, because an SSA may work one way here, but in Queens they may find something that works totally different for them, and you can pick up a few pointers from them.
Best practices?
Yeah.
There really are two that come to mind. One, I would like to shadow somebody in academics. I would really like to see our professors and how they prepare for their classes, how they interact with their students both in and out of the class. And being in Rego Park, I think I watched Elena, and I think that's another position, the dean, that I would like to shadow also.
I would actually like to shadow you in career services. And I would like to shadow Tom in career services, and I would also like to shadow registrar, someone in registrar. I think that's two other positions that I wanted to shadow.
Well, we'll be doing career services later in the year, and I'll make sure that you shadow me.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Okay, good.